What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Diesel Dog video, and today I'm going to give you the 2022 Snap On Epiq Toolbox Tour Update Extravaganza. Now, I did a Toolbox tour a couple years ago, I think like December of 19 maybe, or 20. No, it's been a couple years anyways, so I've gotten a few new tools. I usually do some tool hauls and tool reviews here and there. So some of the tools I've already had kind of some videos on, but I figured we'd do another little 2022 tour here since we're coming up to the end of the year, and I'm probably not going to be doing anything else new this year, getting any new tools really, so we can check her out and see what I got going on here. Now, last time I came in, I cleaned everything up. I had it all looking spiffy and shiny for this, but then I was thinking, you know, this is real life. How about we just play it as she lay? I'll show you exactly what this looks like Friday when I'm leaving work here, and just be completely honest with you. Now, a lot of you guys that work in busy shops can probably relate. You don't want to spend every single night, every evening after work cleaning everything up. I usually put all my tools away, but a lot of stuff gets left up top. Sometimes I leave stuff in my tool cart and I just throw a coat on top. I mean, it is what it is. If you're busy all day, sometimes you might not have time at the end of the day. So this is what she looks like leaving Friday. It's now Sunday, coming in to do this, so let's see what I got going on. We'll start with the toolbox. This is the Snap On Epiq 84 long, 30-inch deep. I got it set up. I ordered it custom with the flat blue, all long drawers with the power drawer. I like this setup. I used to have a Snap On Classic 96 that I ordered with all long drawers instead of all the scattered little drawers. I don't really like that. I just like all long drawers. The power drawer I love. It's got power strips up top. You can't see obviously because I got stuff up there, but yeah, that's the box I'm running. And as you can see, this is all stuff gets accumulated over the weeks with stuff. This is stuff from rear end rebuild I did on a Ford Power Stroke. I got leftover stuff from an in-frame I did, bearings. I need to throw all that stuff away. You know, nuts and bolts get thrown into a bin. I got a broken Torx up here. This is all stuff for 6.7 Power Strokes. Bunch of sensors and stuff in here I save. This is a bunch of leftover gaskets and stuff I save. I don't really use a lot of that. The reason that's all up there in boxes is because I'm running out of room in the drawers. I need to clean up a bunch of other gaskets and stuff. I'm a saver. Craftsman toolbox I use on service calls and stuff. Here you can see some gloves I threw up there. Those are junk. Throw those away. These are some shims left over from that in-frame I did. I just need to go through everything, clean it up. Then I got my tool cart over here. It's a friggin' mess. I got my knee saver down there that I just took out of a packaging. Some oil bottles, some stuff down there. It's a mess. Nuts and bolts. I'm gonna use this on these straps for the air tanks over here. I need to get rid of that stuff down there. I need to go through all that, clean it up, power wash this thing. I really just need a bigger cart, but for now, I guess it's still, you know, I always keep bungee cords and ratchet straps and stuff hanging on there and use a lot. So yeah, that's nothing special on my tool cart. This is hilarious right here. It's not even November and I'm already cutting open old hand lotion because my hands are dried out so bad already. All right, we'll start with the top drawer here. This is where I keep all my sockets. Last toolbox tour I was really in depth and went through everything, but I'm not going to get too crazy with this time. Basically all you need to know is I got all my 1/2 inch like metrics up here, 1/2 inch fractionals up here, missing a 7/8 there. I got some bigger sockets back there, a couple 3/4 inch drives, couple mostly 1/2 inch drives there. I got some other bigger sockets here. Like I said, I didn't clean anything up, so it's kind of a mess up here, but keep all my ratchets up here, 3/4 inch ratchet, everything keeps sliding. I got some papers and up here, stuff, some cough drops, you know, you gotta have them. Some stickers hidden under there and stuff, you know, just some stuff, kind of just push it all back there. Usually got some notepads. I keep track of all my times on my jobs throughout the day on my notepads, and then I'd add them all up at the end of the day and fill my paperwork out that way. So a bunch of extensions up here. These 1/4 inch drive extensions are fairly new. 3/8 drive extension set I've had here for 15 years. Most of this stuff is a lot of stuff I started out with. So yeah, I keep all my like standard sockets on this side mostly, other than some randos there. And mostly on this side, it's all metric stuff. So 1/4 inch drives, Allens, got more Allens back here. Bigger Allens here. Got some mids, those are fairly new. Swivel sockets, so I'm pretty well set up as far as sockets go for everything I need. Impact swivels, you know, got to have some 12 points in there. Some specialty sockets like for brake chambers here, longer 3/4 inch. This is oil pressure sensor socket. Little 15 swivel extension that I used to use on automotive transmissions quite a bit. Got your extensions, swivel extensions, and step downs, step ups, all that stuff. Battery terminal, little ratchet there. So anywho, yeah, I got the reverse, whatever you call them, reverse torques I call them. I can't remember the specific name for these, but I got a set of them. One of these I use on all the rotors, for the rear rotors for Super Duty pickups. Got to have a set of them sockets, and those are starting to become more common anyway. So yeah, little thing here with battery, and you know, got to have some earplugs, Carmex. So that's all my sockets up there. Pretty well, you know, you see some of these guys with these toolboxes and they're just stacked full of all these sockets, and I kind of got stuff as I need them. So as far as what I do here, I've never really had an issue with needing anything else. If I need something, or if I start needing to borrow someone else's whatever they got, then I'll just buy it. But this is pretty well everything I need to do my job. These are swivel 12-point sockets for drive lines, so I'm not going to open that, but that's a Matco set. You know, Allen sockets back there. It's pretty well, it's not like stacked up like everyone else's you see that's got all these thousands of dollars worth of sockets, but pretty well everything I need there. Next drawer is mostly my pliers, snap ring pliers. I got some punches, I got my screwdrivers, picks, I'm missing a pick. Some brushes, you know, for scrapers, doing stuff. Here's a little doodad I made up. Trailer plug tester, so you can test the lights on there. You don't have to have someone standing back there and yep, nope, yep. Some random, you know, brake spring tools back here, some strikers, another pick there. Just a lot of kind of randomness going on over here. Got some longer needle nose I use quite a bit. Got the hose clamp, longer hose clamp pliers, slack adjuster tools. So my pliers, I've had most of these. I've gotten some new ones over the years, but this set right here, everything I got here pretty well does what I need. These are spark plug boot pliers that I never use here. Got the Nitpecs I use all the time. The one thing I would like to get is kind of get rid of these channel locks with the bigger set of the Nitpecs channel locks. That's probably the only real pair of pliers I'm going to invest in here in the near future. Got some door panel tools and stuff. So yeah, bunch of little random stuff up here. It'd take me forever to go through each and everything. Magnet, got to have some magnets. Next drawer was not this messy last time I did this tour because I cleaned it all up. But basically this is kind of my electrical tester slash junk drawer slash, you know, air fittings, kind of all the smaller random stuff. I keep a lot of these for plugging stuff up on jobs. Like if you do some injectors and you're not replacing them, you pull it off, you got to plug up whatever lines you got loose and maybe put some of these on the tips of your injectors to keep dirt and debris out and keep them from getting damaged. So I always keep a bunch of those around. Little tester here for brake rod travel, and you know, bunch of little, got some relays. So like I said, there's some electrical stuff. It would take me a whole video just to go through all this stuff. Got some block offs for like cooler lines and stuff you're doing transmissions and whatnot. So, and then I got paper here with some literature I deemed necessary to keep. Got some tester stuff here for 6.0 power strokes, known good regulator, stuff like that. So nothing too major. Another magnet, gotta have magnets. some you know, bolts I cut off and made studs out of for different jobs I just throw in there. Believe it or not, I pretty well know exactly what's all in this drawer. Next drawer is my wrench drawer that's turned into some sockets as well because I'm running out of space. But up here I got the stubby swivel ratchet, metric and standard. Got some ratchet wrenches. Those are just metric. I don't have standard size ratchet wrenches. I got metric, standard. These are a mix of some bigger metric and standards. Got some crescent wrenches. These are the Sunx angled wrenches. Got the longer Snap-on set of box end wrenches. I've been using these a whole lot. These are awesome. Definitely recommend a set. If you don't get Snap-on, just get a set of straight long box end wrenches. I've been using these on, I just used them on a Packard Turbo. Worked good. 13 millimeter. Bust it right loose. So these are Allen sockets, macro set. Got some newer 1/2-inch drive swivel sockets from Snap-on. Then I got my multimeter and some more electrical testing stuff back here, as you can see. So that is all I keep in that drawer. Next drawer is kind of the hammer pry bar drawer with the sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff I can't fit anywhere else now. So I keep my UV light in here now because I don't have any room for it. Oil filter wrenches, the head of a hammer that broke off. Got some other random stuff in here like a engine bar tool for Packard, socket and flywheel holder for Duramaxes. If you're doing the water pump, you got to take the balancer off. So power stroke stuff. I keep my brake spring pliers here. These are some caliper hangers from Matco that I don't really use. They don't work good on the bigger like Super Duties and stuff. You got a smaller car or truck, they work. But C-clamps, got my pipe wrench. Gotta have a pipe wrench. If you do alignments, you're gonna need one of these for moving the tie rod bar if it'll move. Just a random thing. I'm not even gonna explain that. I got some pry bars down here. I'm missing a bunch. I'm down to 2. I said in a video a while back, I'm looking for pry bars. I still haven't upgraded. I still haven't bought anything. I'm just working with these 2 pry bars here. Hood prop. Got my 3/8 long neck Snap-on. Another little pry bar. I got it kind of modified there for pulling injectors. Yeah. Air pressure gauge. A butane soldering tool there. Seal puller. Bunch of little random stuff in here. Here's some hose picks here. These work pretty good. They're the flathead Snap-on. I've used them quite a few times. This one's awesome. Longer head with that angle getting in there. Works really good on a lot of the lower hoses on some of these bigger trucks. So, and then I got my hammers, Snap-on hammers, and then some cheapies that I use more than probably my Snap-ons really. But this one right here, big dog, that one works good. Next drawer is more mostly junk more than anything. This is ridiculous right here. I've got to go through this stuff. This is mostly I got some cold weather gear there, like, you know, got to have your gloves and whatnot. It's starting to get cold, so you got to keep that stuff in your box just in case. You never know when you get a cold snap and all of a sudden you're out trying to jump start a truck and you don't have anything in the shop. You got to have something in your toolbox to keep you warm out there. Your job goes a lot easier on these cold days when you're not freezing your butt off. So this is all just seriously random stuff. Most of this is from my automotive days. A lot of this is like GM, one of these bags like plumb full of GM 3.1, 3.4, and 3.8 V6 gaskets and whatnot. And then I got some cat stuff here left over from like 5 years ago that I've never even opened up. I was gonna make some injector block off tools with these things, but never did. There's a random Cummins, you know, stuff that gets left over. I throw in my box. I feel bad throwing it away. I always feel like I'm gonna need it, but as you can see, nothing's really getting used. So this all needs cleaned up. Probably today I'm just gonna go through everything and get this all cleaned up. But over here got some fuel line release tool kit, fuel line release tools over here that I'm missing 2 of them. Power steering pump pulley puller. some random bolts here. These are the bolts I save for like threading into the front of balancers, or some of them I've used on steering wheels as well. So use my puller on there. Got some torque wrenches. I got the Snap-on 1/2 inch, Snap-on 3/8. That's an old Pittsburgh tool 1/2 inch. That was my grandpa's. I just keep it in here. I've never really used it since like the first couple years I was working in automotive. Then I upgraded to the Snap-on. Eventually got the 1/2 inch. So pretty much just use those. Plus some, you know, random stuff, whatnot. So yeah, I got some grease, got the assembly goo, and random gasket maker stuff that I just throw in there. You never know when you need. Down here we got more kind of specialty stuff over here. This is where I kind of keep all my big box stuff. This is the Fluke box. I don't really get anything out of there anymore, but got the compression tester. This is a vacuum gauge I bought. Brake caliper tool. This has got like the style, the little round style with the nubs where you got to turn the piston of the caliper in. This is what that is for. Brake line tool for flare and double flares. This is like an easy out drill set. This is my harmonic balance puller I use mostly on steering wheels when I do alignments. And then got a tap and die set from Matco. Bunch of other stuff down here. This is like a valve spring tool I made up. This is for old GM steering wheels. If you know, you know. That light's junk. It's just sitting down there. Got some bunch of random stuff under here. Everything under here is just bolts, nuts and bolts, different threads I keep. You never know. I use most of the stuff out of here quite a bit. You wouldn't think I would use that much, but digging down here quite a bit seems like. Some old clamps I threw in there that were pretty good. I just keep them just in case. They're all missing the nuts off the end because I always lose the freaking nuts off these clamps. Seems like this 3/8 cordless is junk. I need to replace that. Probably gonna go Milwaukee. I don't know yet. Should I get the new upgraded brushless 3/8 Snap-on or the Milwaukee? I can't decide. And then a bunch of other stuff. This is like block off for the top plates when I'm doing transmissions and stuff, so you don't get dirt all down the transmission. Just a bunch of random stuff going on down here on this side, other than all the specialty stuff. This is under here is the fuel injection pressure tester. Then last but not least, got the power drawer. This is where I keep all my pneumatic and electric tools mostly. So I got my impacts, air hammer, drill, die grinder. This is where I used to keep my 3/8 Snap-on cordless, but it's junk now, so that space is vacant. Matco light, keep charged up in here. Got my regular stream light, keeping charged up in here. I got the power strip up here, so. Then I got like my tool oil, butane, extra chargers, leather gloves for welding. I got my welding helmet in here. I got a shade for using the torch. Air hammer bits, other stuff down here, 3/8 air ratchet that I never really use anymore because I got that long neck. Another die grinder, cut off wheel, and then there's a grinder back there, Snap-on grinder, and some other random bits and pieces down there. Keep down there, carbide bits. So I like this extra power drawer just to keep all that stuff in there, and it's not all taking up one drawer in your box like in your regular drawers. It's all right there, keeping charged up, ready to go. So I'm a huge fan of the power drawer. So that's pretty much all I got going on in my box. Like I said, it's kind of messy, kind of dirty, but that's kind of how it goes when you're in a busy shop. So I'll give you some bonus footage here. Got some rusty tanks, so I'm changing. Had to pull the batteries out, gotta get the straps out from underneath. Tanks sit up underneath the batteries there. You can see under here, I think is the one that was rusted completely out, leaking air. So we're replacing that, but of course everything's gotta be different. Like this thing's got a built-in quick connect fitting on the tank, and this had this relief valve here with O-rings snap ringed in. And of course the new tank is different, which is probably an updated tank, but better to be sure. So calling on it Monday, making sure we got the right tanks. I don't want to put a tank in and it be wrong. There's sometimes some of these got baffles in them. I think at least one of them will have a baffle in it or something. So don't want to go through all that work when it's the wrong tank. So that's where we're at with that. Here's the batteries. Here's the tank, other tank. That's where I left off on Friday. I don't know, just a little bonus footage for you guys, but that's going to do it for me on my 2022 Toolbox Tour Extravaganza video. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.